Hey astronomy students, I want to go over what we should be doing over break, what my late work policies are, and how you can get caught up if you found yourself a little bit behind. I totally understand that this has been a very different year and that this has been a very challenging beginning to a course, especially for those of you that are full-time distance, and yeah, for those of you that are hybrid that keep losing days to smoke days. So I understand the challenges. With that in mind, I'm being very lenient with late work. We completed a couple of weeks ago our orientation engagement. This orientation engagement was designed to introduce you a little bit to astronomy, but mostly for you to get familiar with the technology. Among other things, with regards to your orientation engagement, you were expected to submit a couple of small assignments, but the big one was your orientation engagement portfolio. Many of you have done this and done a fantastic job. Some of you still haven't gotten this all put together. If you haven't done that, I will accept it up through the end of break for full credit. So through October 11th at midnight, I will accept this for full credit, after which I will no longer accept it. That's pretty much a month after it was originally due, and I think this is pretty lenient. If you have any challenges with any of the things in it, I highly recommend you look at the links and tutorials page that's at the top of your general tab. There's some general links here, and then there are more specific links to things within the engagement. If you need any help, I can be accessed in office hours tomorrow, which is Friday, and over break I'll still be around a little bit to help on Remind. So if you want to talk to me, I can help you, but again, the last day I'll accept any orientation engagement work is the end of break. There are a few assignments that we've gotten started on our new engagement, our classical astronomy engagement, which is now about 3 weeks old. I just want to remind you that the sun's motion from sparks is something you should be continuing. This is something where you take a picture of the sunset every 4 days throughout the entire engagement. So hopefully you have 2 or 3 photos by now. If not, I would get started as soon as you can. I will still accept catching up with a caveman, even though it was due about 10 days ago. I'll still accept that for full credit. Your shadow stick and medicine wheel part of the assignment is not due until the final portfolio. So you're okay. If you still need to catch that up, get that done and you'll get full credit. The altitude azimuth worksheet, again, I will still accept that through the end of break for full credit. Week 2's work, the sun's motion from sparks. The sun's motion in sparks is something that should have been done by September 27th. If it's not done, again, I will accept it until the end of break for full credit. Moving on to the more of week 2, the latitude-longitude assignment, I will also accept through the end of break for full credit. The sun's path around the globe, this is an assignment that's due as part of your final portfolio. So yes, it should be done, but there's no penalty for not being done yet. If you get it done by the time the final portfolio is due, you are okay. For week 3 work, again, there's an assignment here. This is supposed to be due the final week. This is supposed to be due at the end of break, so do the best you can to get it in there. I will accept it late, but only a week or so after that. This should be getting done. The same is true for the rise and set time work. We talked about it during our Wednesday night lab, but if you don't get this quite done and you need help in office hours, it's a bit of a challenging assignment. I will accept it a week or so late as well. Finally, the last thing that we've worked on is choosing a constellation and doing a flip grid for that of its rising and setting. This is going to be due as part of your final portfolio. So again, I expect you to get it done over break, but it's not due until your final portfolio. Again, there are ways to get caught up. You just simply have to start doing the work. If you're not going to do the work, you're not going to get caught up. It's going to be a problem, but we're gifted this break, and it's a chance for you to get caught up on the work you haven't done. Again, everything you have right now, I will accept through the end of break for full credit. Some of the assignments, the most recent ones, I'll accept a little bit later as well, but we're starting to get to the point where we need to be conscious of our deadlines as well. Certainly wanted to be lenient with regards to stuff at the beginning of the year, but as we move forward, we will have more concrete deadlines. If you do not turn in your final portfolio for the second engagement, for our classical astronomy engagement on time, you will be deducted points. The later it is, the more points you'll be deducted. And after several weeks, I won't accept it anymore. We need to start being good about getting things on time, and that's going to be happening going forward. One final time, I'll accept anything late up through the end of break for full credit, full amnesty. After that, I'm going to be deducting points for assignments that are late. Thank you so much. Best of luck to you. Enjoy your break, and hopefully you get caught up.